Forest Fires Emergency Management, Jesse!
Thank you, Forest fire! Now I know that is a very serious concern this time of year, as we've seen even in the past few days with all these lightning strikes all the way around us. So, where does emergency management come in to forest fires? There are four main areas of emergency management. The first is mitigation. How do you keep these things from happening? How do you keep your risk low? The second is preparation. We all know we're going to have forest fires each year. How can we prepare to keep the damage as low as possible? Third, response. How are we going to respond to a forest fire? And finally, recovery. It's something which is glossed over a lot of the time, but is one of the most serious parts of emergency management. Now, mitigation. How can we keep our risks low for forest fires? The Forest Service does this by posting alerts, warning this much chance of forest fires today. In this area, no, you cannot have a fire. No, you may not bring firecrackers into the forest. Kind of a bad idea. Preparation. How do we prepare for the event of a forest fire? Well, the Forest Service, at various times during the year, will actually go out and burn specific parts of the forest in controlled fires. A little bit weird, controlled fires, but it works. It oftentimes helps clear out a lot of the undergrowth which causes these major forest fires. They can control where it goes and keep the bigger forest fires from being such a big problem. Third, response. When the wildfire does come in, and it is coming out and affecting all the people, going into populated areas, huge parts of the forest, how are we going to respond? We respond by having the weather spotters with the Forest Service. They will be looking out and they will see the fire, report it. Then we get the Forest Service, the fire department, all coming out, responding and taking care of it, whether by starting little small fires which burn out of the way so that the fire does not come into populated areas, attempting to burn it out, keep people safe. And then recovery. Has anyone ever gone out into the mountains, camping, hiking, and seen those areas where everything's burned out? You see the big tree stumps, everything's black and really barren. Recovery is going in there and planting new trees, planting shrubs and bushes, attempting to stop the erosion which can happen when there are no root structure in the ground, which will cause the dirt to wash away in any type of rainstorm, and it is very dangerous. Now, how can you personally follow the four major parts of emergency management? First, mitigation. When you go into the forest, obey the Forest Service. Don't bring in your bottle rockets, your firecrackers. Don't leave, when you leave a campsite, make sure to feel your campfire. Make sure that it is not still burning hot. That's one way that you personally can keep these fires from happening. Preparation. We all understand that living in this valley, there are going to be dangers. I myself have, on many an occasion during the summer, been looking out at that fire over there, or that fire over there, wondering, is that gonna get over here? You prepare for that. You keep burnable items away from your house. Oftentimes people, when there is a fire nearing, they'll turn on their sprinkler system to try and get stuff soggy. When you're out in more of a wooded area, you can keep trees away from your house, bushes and shrubs, keep things really well watered and green so that the fire has less chance of actually burning close to your house. Thirdly, response. Now, as an average citizen, many of us will not be called out to go and take care of a fire. However, we can each still help out in our communities. For instance, a few years ago, just a quarter mile away from my family's house, a bolt of lightning came down right out of the sky, hit this field, and it burst into flames. And there were trees and power lines and houses surrounding this field. So my older brother and my father went out and they helped. They cut down some of the trees, beat at the flames, trying to keep it contained until the fire department was able to get there and put out the fire. Fourthly, recovery. Many people seem to think, well, yeah, the government will take care of that. But really, as we've noticed lately, the government is not prepared to be able to take care of everyone's needs. That is why each individual citizen must step forward. When someone's house is burned down, you can hold a fundraiser to help them rebuild it. You can go to various stores asking them to donate food, clothing, whatever other materials are needed by this family. And when a forest is burned down, you can go up there and help with the various Forest Service projects, going up and planting trees, planting shrubs, trying to get the root systems in there and replenish the forest and fix the habitat so that animals can return. And remember, only you and you can stop forest fires.